Okay, this is the final video on this damn tier list. I'm organizing them now. I was throwing them in bins, not organizing how they went into each tier. Now I'm going to be sliding them around inside each tier. I'm going to be like proofreading it. Maybe I'll change a few. Of course, I reserve the right to change this tier list however I want before I post it to the community tab as an image. So we're going to do that now. Excuse me if there's long periods of nothing happening, as I'm thinking really, really hard and I can't talk. I'll be sure to edit this down for convenience. So let's get right into it. Okay. Let me start thinking. So, let's start at the bottom. Dressel House is the only one in F. Niagara, hate it. Sarajevo, hate it. Saturn, hate it. Jaeger, hate it. What one in F or E do I hate the least? So of course the first one that appears is the one you hate the least in that tier. I despise that Class C shuttle. Crossfield, I despise it. Curry. Federation Scout Ship's horrible. Freedom's horrible. Friendship's horrible. Federation, hate it. Nunavik, horrible. Norway. Okay, Norway, you're going high E. Niagara. I mean, it's got Galaxy class style parts. Same with Challenger. But prefer Challenger. Rigelian Freighter. You're terrible. Freedom's terrible. But we're not doing a 3 nacelle thing. That's good. Jaeger, you're very close to the bottom, buddy. Curry makes sense. It's just ugly. I hate that 32nd Century Crossfield. It's somehow worse than the old one. Federation Scout Ship is just hideous. What's after Niagara? That's what we should be figuring out. What's the next best to that one? Friendship is so flat. Yuck. Sarajevo? No. Saturn? No. Oh my gosh, it might be Jaeger. No, it can't be Jaeger. I mean, the Argo did nothing wrong, right? It's just in a terrible movie. The Saturn is another ring ship with a bunch of empty space in it. Jaeger. It's gonna have to be Jaeger. Curry, Norway, Curry, Challenger, Freedom, Niagara, Argo, B-24 CLN, Argo, Sarajevo, Jaeger. Well, at least this one has the right name. No, it has 2 nacelles, but it's ugly as hell. Federation cargo vessel from Strange New World is here. Federation looks right, but Friendship, at least Friendship doesn't have a bunch of negative space in it. Put you here, and then Saturn, and then the Ugly Ducklings, Antares, Apollo, Class C. I'm putting Federation here I wanna put it after Jaeger. No. It's going here. I can't. Jaeger just looks too good here, but I'm going with it. Class C. Aries, Apollo. Class C. Federation Cargo. Class C, I mean, it's stupid, but it's not the Interiors or the Apollo. Fed Cargo Vessel. The Merchant Man. It's better than Fed Cargo Vessel. Feel free to get rid of the Merchant Man if you don't like it. I'm either way on it. And CIA 93, it's just a disaster. But it's no. It's the Nennebec. What even is it? Federation Scout Ship is just poison. The Federation Scout Ship, it's just ugly. It's like it's modeled bad. It's cheap. It's Rigelian freighter. It's a throwaway ship. It could play anything. The Dressel House. There's nothing here even close to the Dressel House in ugliness. Curry. Norway, Curry. Like, Norway gets a high E because I feel like it's my problem. I can see where people would like it, but it's just not for me. The kind of like shovel design. So that's why it's going there. Curry, again, it passes, but it's weird. And then as we get down to Rigelian freighter, Fed Scout ship, Nennebec, they're just jokes. These are joke ships. NCI 93 is just detestable. But, putting the Fed Scout ship ahead of Nennebec. Okay, moving on. We're going to D. Academy Trainer Craft's problem is that it's just a bland plane. Which isn't that bad of a problem to have, but it sucks. But what's the best one here? What is the best one? Sutherland, Tikov, Travel Pod, Trail Transport Tug, Type 11, Type 14, UFP-02, hate it, Ultraviolet Satellite, the Warfin, Worker Bee, Bajoran Wormhole Array, Proster Type, Pathfinder Oscillator, the Olympic, Military Shuttle Kelvin, Mayflower Kelvin, McGee, Long Range Shuttle, the Lancelot, the Gene, the Intrepid, 32nd Century Excelsior models, no. Farragut, no. Freedom from Kelvin, no. Gagarin, Galileo, that's a good one. Friendship's a good one, that's cool. So is Gagarin, but it's bland. Gemini Capsule, Hollow Ship, the Huron, Inquiry, Bird's Eye Type, Dreadnought, Danube, Credence, Copernicus, Kelvin Constitution, Constitution 3, Constellation, Class 2. Okay, so the Freedom class was the Franklin. So that's high. You're going here for now. Temporary, of course. Danube, no. Terry's, no. Arctic 1, Armstrong, no. Bonaventure, no. Class 2, no. Constellation, people aren't going to like that I don't like it, but I don't like it. No, 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 no. We'll leave the Duderstadt there. The Edison, yes. The Elkins, no. Excelsior study model, no, 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 no. Now, the Gene class, I mean, for what it is, it's alright. It's a little bit too slick. The Lancelot, same thing. The Olympic, shame they had to attach a beautiful, perfectly good spherical hull to that secondary hull, which is terrible. Freedom, Galileo, Friendship, Gagarin, Danube, Duderstadt, Edison, Gene, Lancelot, Olympic, Constellation, Credence, Crossfield, Travel Pod, 2401, Trill, Transport, the Sutherland, Intrepid 30 Inquiry. Is the Inquiry better than the Crossfield? Yes, but not by much. The Raven, you're just a super shuttle. How can I hate you? Super runabout, I should say. Satellite, the Salcom from Kelvin. You're probably better than the Credence. The Gemini capsule is pretty cool. Elkins, no. Armstrong, no. This is a solid, first list here. First row, I guess you could say. Provider, no. Holoship, Huron, Intrepid. A ship can only be so good if it's not connected to itself. The Dreadnought. You know what? Antares TOS. What's after Intrepid? Probably, you know what? The Farragut is probably higher than the Duderstadt, to be honest. Excelsior Study Model 2, it's too flat. Excelsior Study Model 1, 4 nacelles. I don't like a flat ship. Terry's, Elkins, Armstrong, Bonaventure. Maybe it's Bonaventure from TAS. Attack Fighter, no. Festoon, no. Pathfinder. It's probably better than Intrepid. You know what? Pathfinder is probably better than the Inquiry. So I'll put that there. Bonaventure, Excelsior, Academy, Interior, Elkins, Armstrong, Arctic 1, Osler, Constitution, Kelvin, Warp Delta. Probably slightly better than Bonaventure. You're better than Intrepid than the Crossfield. Protostar type shuttle, no. Ross, put you up here. I don't even like it as much as the Bonaventure, that warped looking Bonaventure from the animated series, canon or not. The Worker Bee, Orphan, no. Is the Constitution 3 better than the... Yeah, you're better than the Crossfield. You can be better than the Crossfield. You can be better than the, are you better than the Inquiry? Yes, you are. The Constitution Kelvin, it annoys me, you know? So it's probably worse than the Ross. The Osler, it's a joke ship, right? So it should be in a joke tier. Like D. SATCOM provider. This must be a very boring video for everybody. Sorry about that. Festoon, no. McGee. Oof. Don't put the nacelles inside the hull like that, please. Okay, so the Mayflower is basically a Kelvin Miranda. And if we're honest, how bad can that really be? Put your hatred of Kelvin Timeline, if you do hate it, aside. just think about the ship. So Mayflower is actually not that bad. Like, it makes sense. It's a logical design. I like things that make sense. Form should follow function to a certain degree. That's true. So Mayflower is probably... It's probably above the Farragut just by one. They are similar, but I don't like the nacelle pylons on the Farragut. The Ross, McGee, Copernicus, Dreadnought, Bird's Eye type, Excelsior, Academy, Antares, Elkins, Hollow Ship, no, Gemini, Huron, Orphan, Type 1, Type 11, Trill Transport, Travel Pod, Sovereign Class Captain's Yacht, Provider, Osler, Freedom, Kelvin, Gagarin, Raven, Edison. You're probably here. You're probably ahead of Gagarin, actually, in coolness factor. I love the Galileo. Many shuttles will be based on that design. Farragut, Lancelot. Nah. You're. It's like that. Credence, Ares, Dreadnought, Bird's Eye, Excelsior. What one would I like a little bit more than the McGee? Maybe a little bit less. I'll probably take a Type 14 shuttle. Actually, that's probably here. And a Type 11, it's close. But it's not as good as a Type 14. McGee, Fed Attack Fighter, no. Festoon. Gemini Capsule is starting to look pretty good right now. Huron, Armstrong, Dreadnought. No. I mean, Dreadnought, at least it's got two nacelles that are outside of the primary hull. So you can go there, I guess. That flat Excelsior is starting to look pretty good. The flat Excelsior model. Not bad. They do appear on screen in the background as garbage, I think. Fed Attack Fighter, ugly. These Academy Trainer things, they're looking alright now. Be right there. The Federation Trade Vessel, it's not that bad. Look at it. Festoon. These TAS designs, it really just felt like they were whipped up in a few seconds, and sometimes they're pretty good, surprisingly. The Protostar type shuttle is just anomalous. It's too advanced for when it is. That's the problem. It doesn't look right. The one that appeared on that screen, I think. The Elkins, it's just stupid. Look it up. The military shuttle from Kelvin, it's serving its purpose. Federation attack fighter that appeared as multiple different designs for things. At least it's pulling its weight. Hollow ship, big blocky nothing. Elkins, you can go right here. Even the ugly ships start to look good when you're really thinking about it. Tikov, Travel Pod, Trill Transport, Class 2. Like, I'm not loving the sovereign-y style of that. I've never been a sovereign type guy. So I'm going to put it I'm just gonna put it here for now. Elkins, Festoon, Gemini, Excelsior, blah blah, Theories, Strong Kelvin. It's starting to look good. Warfin, Tug, buddy. It's Armstrong's time to shine. Not really my thing, but there you go. Festoon, Gemini, Holoship, Copernicus, Explorer, Excelsior, Bird's Eye, Antares, Huron, Lotus Flower, Mariner Probe, Vulcan Shuttle. Vulcan Shuttle's looking cool right now. The Vulcan Long Range, the sled, Osler, Provider, Sovereign Class Captain's Yacht. You should be ahead of the Elkins because it makes logical sense. Satcom, Tikov, nacelles having line of sight and all that. Tug. Okay, Vulcan Shuttle, you're up, buddy. Where'd you go, bud? Where you at? There you go, the long range Vulcan Shuttle. You call it a Vulcan Shuttle, but whatever. The Warfin, Worker Bee, Festoon, Gemini. I like that Hikaran starship. I'm going with it. Holoship, Copernicus, Excelsior, blah. Bird's Eye, Satcom, Tikov. No. I'm liking the Explorer. Cool shape. No. Bird's Eye type. It looks cool. Osler. Warfin, look close. It's not that bad. It's just weird. Copernicus, you can stay there. Trill Transport, Tug. Explorer. I like the Explorer S55 probe more than the Excelsior study models. Bird's Eye. Okay. You guys are almost the same. Ranger Probe. Huron, Osler. There's Osler. Mariner Probe, Ultraviolet Satellite, the new Worker Bee. You know what? No sirree, Bob. No way. You know what's even cooler? Gemini Capsule. It's cooler than the Explorer. Worker Bee, Festoon. I like the Festoon more than the Federation Holoship. Oh my word. Tug, Theories, Mariner. The Orbiting Solar Observatory sounds cool. It sounds cooler than the Geo one. Ranger. It looks bland. UFP2. Mariner Probe, no. Ultraviolet Satellite, looks cool. It's cooler than the Bajoran Wormhole Array. But Travel Pod, it's better than the Holoship, but I'll put it better than the Osler. Okay, Provider. Trill Transport just looks exactly like the Rigelian Freighter. Okay, so the Trill Transport is not the same as the Rigelian Freighter, but they are close. The Rigelian Freighter also doubles as, I think, the Mondor, and a different ship as well. I think there was another Trill ship that was also that same model, but this one's different, and that's why it's reflected in this tier list. I'm gonna put it ahead of it's going ahead of the festoon. It's not. No, you're ahead of the Osler. It's something. It looks like something. Okay, it's a ship. Hollow ship, blah blah, tug, Antares, Arctic 1. You know what? The Nimbus satellite has a cool name. You accept that? UFP-02, Huron. Okay, you can go there. But you're just the Antares with some bits stuck on. So Antares has to be first. I think. I mean, they're both a blocky pile of garbage. Lotus Flower, Satcom. The Tikov, it's got a shape to it. The Tug, it's the little block. Arctic 1, it's better than the Tikov. Ranger Probe, UFP-02, Lotus Flower, Satcom, Mariner Probe, Provider. I mean, Provider and Lotus Flower exist on screen, and you can't make out what the hell they are. But that's still cooler than Satcom. It's a little bit cooler than the Bajoran Wormhole Array, the Tug. It's a little bit cooler than the Tug. Ranger Probe. You're better than UFP-02, that ugly-looking pill-shaped future shuttle. Mariner Probe. Well, yeah, I'm comfortable with this right now. On to C. What's the best one here in C? Ares 4 is cool. I love that. I love the aesthetic. Conestoga is pretty cool. Constitution Kelvin 2. It's cool, but you're cool. Cooler than Constitution Kelvin. Courage. It's okay. Curiosity, you're up there somewhere. What is the coolest? Yellowstone, Y-Class, X-15, Wells, Wave Rider, Wallenberg, Walker, Voyager, Vostok 1, Universe, Type 8, Type 6A, Type 6, Type 18, Travel Pod, Texas, Takayama, Sydney, Steam Runner, Sputnik, Soyuz, Sovereign, Sombra, Soliton, Wave Rider, Shuttle Drone, Shepard, Shango, SC4. Shango is high, but we never really see enough of it. Just looking at the design, SC4, the Saladin, I love you. Sagan, the Saber class, I'm liking it as time goes on. The Ptolemy, cool. Prometheus, it's not my thing. Pax, no. Orpheus, freaking sick. Odyssey, I like it, but it's not unbelievable. Oberth, like it. NX, like it. Nova, I like it. And those who like it a lot. Nimitz, you alright. New Orleans, not bad. Not too shabby. The Newton, not too shabby. Nebula, you're pretty good. Model HB88, Miranda. I mean, where would we be without the Miranda? Mercury, cool. Medusan, Malakowski, nice. Kobayashi Maru, you're alright. Kelvin, so shoot me. I like the Kelvin. J-Class from Enterprise, Kelvin type, Intrepid, you're high. Hoover, high. Miranda. Okay, now let's Ares, Shango, Saladin. Saladin is ahead of Ares 4. Shango has to be ahead of the Ares 4 because it has the same aesthetic but cooler. Saber, you're cooler than the Conestoga. Ptolemy, I'd rather have that than the Conestoga. Curiosity, just from what we see, it's cooler than the Conestoga. Kelvin, cooler. Orpheus, cooler. Hoover, cooler. Intrepid from Enterprise, cooler. NX, cooler. Nova, cooler. The Aero Shuttle. New Orleans. I'll take it over the Ptolemy. I'll take the NX over the Hoover. I'll take Malachowski over Aero Shuttle, but I'll put Conestoga back here. Take Nova over Intrepid and over Hoover. Orpheus should be like here. Nebula. Right there. I've never been a Nebula guy. I know a lot of people are. Angelou. You're down there. Newton. Aero Shuttle. No. Newton is cool. Newton is cooler than the Nebula. Aquarius is cooler. I'd rather have the Conestoga over the Aquarius, being honest. Cardenas, Courage, Dragon. Dragon, it's neat. DY100, DY500, the Emmet, the Engel. I like the Engel. I'm there for it. The Erawan, Excelsior 2. I like that Galaxy class Captain's Yacht. And yeah, Constitution, the second Kelvin Constitution, it's that much better, I think, than the first one. Like, just from what we saw on screen. Don't go off the concept art. The concept design is like not that great. Kelvin. The Miranda is probably right here, if I'm being honest. Yeah, here, and then this is the Captain's Yacht from California class. You're alright, but you're just kind of like the Sovereign one, so you're going down here. Cardenas. Courage. DY100. Not bad, but we're moving on. The Engel. We're going to leave that there. Erawan. Excelsior 2. Geronimo. It's kind of cool looking. The Hermes is basically the Saladin, so to be fair, we're going to put it here. Hiawatha. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Geronimo. Engel. Inspection Pod. That's pretty cool. J-Class from Enterprise. Kelvin type shuttle. Kobayashi Maru. Oh, yeah. Kobayashi Maru should be like right here. The Mercury capsule. The Eisenberg. You know, it's not bad. It's not my thing. The Moore type from Kelvin, that's a shuttle. The Nimitz. The Nomad. NX Alpha. The Oberth. I like the Oberth. It's going right here. The Odyssey. Yeah, you're cooler than the Kobayashi Maru. Inspection Pod. Orbital Shuttle, though, is a favorite. That's a favorite of mine. I want to put it up here. The PAX, the station from season 3 and 4 Discovery that does fly like a ship. It's not just a station. The Phoenix, though, cooler than the PAX. Pioneer Probe, that's a sphere. I'm a sphere guy. Prometheus. You know, you got some work to do, but hey, take some time off, work on yourself. Reliant, that's just a new Miranda, so it can't be that low, but then again, it does hurt it hurts, where's the soul? Where's the soul? That's what I'm asking. packs, the Sagan, you're here. SC4, Shepherd. The Shepherd is just the Gagarin. So, but the Shepherd, it looks better than the Gagarin to me. So it's going to be a low C, if we're honest. The Emmet, the Shuttle Drone, Shuttlepod, Salaton Wave Rider, Sombra. The Sombra, how can it be anywhere but right beside the Constitution class? Sovereign. Sovereign is better than... It's better than the Prometheus. Phoenix, Sagan, Soyuz. The new Soyuz. Sputnik. I mean, that's pretty sick. Little spherical guy. Steam Runner, Sydney, Takayama, Texas, Travel Pod, Type 18 Shuttle, Type 6, Type 6A, Type 8, Universe Class, Vostok 1, I mean, hey. Probably ahead of the Texas. The Wells, it looks futuristic, but not for me. The Walker, X-15, Mercury, Y-Class, Yellowstone, Angelou, Aero Shuttle, Cardenas, Courage. This is where we're getting into these guys. Courage. We're getting into the Seashells by the Seashore, Voyager, Y-Class, Yellowstone. Yellowstone, Voyager. I mean, it's just, the Voyager's just a big dish. Yellowstone, Cardenas. Yeah, it's time for these Fornacell boys. Fornacell boys, you're up. Nimitz. I'm gonna go Nimitz ahead of Cardenas. Yellowstone, Y-Class, Shepherd. And yeah, putting like STO style hull livery on this does hurt it that much to make the Gagarin go another tier lower. But, you know, I want to be fair, so I'm going to move this to the same tier, just to be fair. Shepherd, the Y-Class, Pax, Aeroshuttle. No. Do I 500? Emmet, it's cool. I like the back of it a lot. But the Warp Delta is all the way down here. So let's move it up. Emmet, Year 1, Salaton Wave, Excelsior 2, J-Class, Kelvin Type, Medusan Vessel. I mean, that thing's pretty sick. That future ship. More Type. Nomad Probe. NX Alpha, I like that there. SC4. But the shuttle pod from Enterprise, though? Hey. The original Soyuz, I mean, it's... The Soyuz and the future one is just the Miranda, so we're putting it up here. Being honest and upfront with you. Sputnik. Hey. You alright, buddy. You alright. Travel pod. Takayama. Type 18. Here comes the shuttle, boys. Wave Rider. You should be somewhere with the Aero Shuttle. Angelou. Y-Class. Dragon. Okay, this is where I'm putting in these guys. And also the other one. The TNG one. The one from, I think, Up the Long Ladder. wherever it went. I know you're here. I know you're here. Don't hide. You're hiding from me. DY 500. There she is. Soyuz, Takayama, the Wallenberg, Y-class. But hey, it's a working ship. It's doing its job. Leave it alone. Angelou, Voyager, Aero Shuttle, SC4. No. Type 6A. I'm taking this one as the best shuttle of this group. Takayama is just big. Type 18 shuttle, it's an interesting shape. Type 6, though, is going to beat these. I mean, it's basically a 6A. Type 8. I just don't like that slick design of it. Angelou, Y-class. Dragon 2. You're pretty cool. You can go there. Warp Delta. But I would rather have models of these. Irawan, that might secretly be the Type 18. I don't know. So, we'll put it here. And we'll put Warp Delta here. Emmet here. Dragon 2, Type 8. Sultan Wave Rider, Excelsior 2. I really don't like that Excelsior 2, guys. Kelvin type, Medusan Vessel, more type. More type. Put in here. Excelsior 2. Nomad. It's cooler than Sultan Wave Rider. I know that. Pioneer type. It's a sphere. That's cool. Angelou SC4. It's probably not as cool as the Sultan Wave Rider. But hey, the Captain's Yacht from the California class. Right there. Y class, J class, whatever, almost the same. SC4, Kelvin type, Medusan Vessel, you're just anomalous. Pax, the Angelou. We see the Angelou, and it's still not as good as the Aero Shuttle. J class, blah blah. There you go. Bye bye, Angelou. It's still not as good as the Kelvin, so I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna put it in D, and I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it all the way. I'm gonna put it in here, just ahead of the Merchantman. Okay, we're on to B. Okay, this is where it starts to get hairy. This is where it starts to get fisticuffs. This is where you start having a problem. Okay, the Alita is just an uglier Akira Ambassador. Apollo capsule, dude. The Chaffee type shuttle. Very cool. Cayenne, or is it Cheyenne? I don't know. Class F. Ooh, we're getting to some freaking cool ships. Ooh, that Type 7 is slick. The Radiant is slick too. Parliament. Smoke Ambassador. The Archer. This has to be up here because it's so close to A tier. It would be unfair to put it there. It's just the cage version of the Constitution. California, the Chaffee. I mean, the hull livery, it kills ships. It kills them. You put that Star Trek Online design on the Akira, and you get the Alita, and it's just awful. Am I crazy? Yeah, you're below the Class J. The Echelon, it's a 2-cell version of the Sagan. That's how much I like 2 nacelles better. But the Cheyenne, it really is that good, even though it has 4 nacelles. Intrepid, Luna. Mars, NX refit. Ambassador. I don't think you're as cool as that Class F. Sorry about that. Obina. Chaffee shuttle. Put it ahead of Class J. Alita, Intrepid, Archer, Marion, XCV 330. Always loved it. Always loved it. I don't know why. The Intrepid. That's the executive shuttle. Another beautiful shuttle. Just gorgeous. Right here. Right there. Delta Flyer, Intrepid, Mars, Phoenix, Protostar, Radiant, Shangri-La, Space Shuttle, Stamets, Type 15, Type 7, Berkby, X-30, Marion, Archer, Intrepid. That's where you are. But you're ahead of you're ahead of the Chaffee, you're ahead of the Cheyenne, you're ahead of the Obina. You're probably all the way up here somewhere. Protostar? Yeah. You're up here. You're up here, buddy. Buddy boy. I probably even like it more than the Ambassador. But it's got some problems. Where's the impulse engines on these ships? Wink, wink. Class J, Radiant, Archer, Shangri-La, Stamets, Type 15, Marion, Archer, Mars, Phoenix. I'm probably even gonna go with the Phoenix type here. Yeah. And then we're going to bring the Radiant up high. Shangri-La up high. We're going to put the Alita ahead of Class J. Archer's Toy Ship ahead of that. Space Shuttle ahead of that. Stamets. Yeah. Type 15. Yep. Type 7 is going actually like right here. Alita, Stamets, Type 15, yep. Workbee, yes sir. Yes sir. X-30, that's a cool looking plane, look it up. Class 30, or is it a spaceship? I think it should be in space, right? The Marion, the Archer, the Mars. We're getting into the few 32nd century ships that I kind of like. Delta Flyer is cooler than the Class J. The Class J, though, it might be cooler than the Archer type from Strange New Worlds. The Apollo capsule is freaking sick. But is it as cool as the OV-165? I'll put it there. OV-165, old Sparky. I'll put the Intrepid ahead of him. Ambassador here. And I don't know. I don't want to do that. Oof. Oh no, here comes A. Okay. Okay. Aqua Shuttle. You gotta be Aqua Shuttle. You should be at the end of B. You should be high C. You should be right here. Maybe. I'll think about that one. The Akira Ambassador concept, the original Ambassador. Smoking. The Akira, though. Oh my god. Oh no. The Dauntless. The Defiant. Excelsior. Oh my word. Oh man. The Pioneer. The Springfield, though. The Bonaventure, the original one. Master Concept. Constitution 2. Excelsior. Akira. The Dauntless. The Defiant. I'm going to drop the Defiant to high B. I'm going to put it in here. I love that Bonaventure. So cool. But I feel like it could be in B. I feel like it could be I don't know. I don't think I can put it in B. The Constitution K should be here. It should be right here. Okay, S tier. The Constitution, the TOS Constitution, the more I look at it, the more I realize how many great angles it has. But the Constitution from TOS, the nacelles are above the saucer, okay? The saucer is the ship's head. A ship should hold its head high. And when you look at the Constitution class like this, you can't see the Bussards. You can't see the end of the nacelles. You can only see it when it looks like this, which means it's going down. But the Galaxy class, you can see the nacelles, the front of them, the Bussard collectors, when it's like that. So it's going up. So the Galaxy class is above you, which is what a starship should be. It took me that little postulation. I've been working on it for so long because I couldn't decide which one was better. Because I was thinking about this, I was doing my homework. Which one of these is better? And that's why I decided on Galaxy class. The Centaur. It's cooler than the Daedalus, but it's like same time though. Daedalus has got that sphere. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going with. I'm going with this for now. Let's scan it over. Galaxy class is my favorite starship class. Okay. That looks good. Okay. Alright. I'm going to go back through this. I'm going to think on my own. I'm going to do some soul searching. And I'm going to come back and post it on the community tab. I'll see you there.